Okay, welcome back to Coffee Cafe. So, yesterday we actually got to finish our very first round of sales. So, we got to journalize sales for the first time, and we also got to take a look at how to utilize the worksheet because we have perpetual inventory. We have to update it and cost the goods sold for it and take it directly out of inventory. So, we finished up on the 18, so let's see what happened on the 19. So what happened here?
Received invoice from Atlas Coffee Importers.
Okay, so yes, we did. And what was in there?
Coffee, regular
Yes.
and supreme.
Okay, so if you guys remember, what 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 kind of coffee or what kind of tracking method do we use for keeping track of the coffee?
Moving average,
Okay, tracking method.
Perpetual.
perpetual.
Perpetual. So when we see that we received coffee and we received a bill, what are we, how are we going to journalize this?
Cost of goods sold.
Not cost of goods sold. We didn't sell anything. We're receiving inventory. This time we're receiving inventory.
Should just go into inventory.
Okay, all right. And if do we have a specific place?
Yes. Yeah, it should be just the regular coffee and supreme coffee. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So we're going to place it in its actual inventory account, which is actually regular coffee and supreme coffee. And here we received a bill. Are we going to pay for it right now?
No.
No. So it's going to be another accounts payable. Okay. Count numbers.
12020 for regular coffee.
And supreme is 12.
12040.
And accounts payable is 20,000. We have the amounts here. How much is in the regular coffee
170.
and the supreme coffee?
196.25.
So this right here, we should be able to add them up to get our equal credit of 366.25, right? Here we pretty much have all the information that we need, right? We got this from Atlas Coffee. What's the invoice number?
320.
320. And lastly, what are our terms?
1%. 15 net 30.
Okay. All right. What else? What goes after this?
Take the ledger.
Okay, we got the ledger. Where would we go first?
Regular coffee.
We're gonna go to the regular coffee. Oh, perfect. We're already here. So what are we gonna place here?
Same thing as before, just say purchase 135,000.
Okay. January 6. It'd be a debit for 170. So what's going to be my total balance in my regular coffee? 350. All right. Same thing down here. What are we gonna place here?
125 pounds.
Purchase 125 pounds. General Journal 6. And this time, how much are we debiting it for?
196.25.
So what is my total ending balance here? 39605. Right? Then we have the accounts payable. What are we gonna write? What are we gonna put in here?
Invoice number.
General Journal 6, and our credit is
366.25.
so what is going to be my total ending balance here? 14,312. You say 320? Did I do something wrong? Let me see. You said it was 366.25, right?
Yes.
14,312.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna make this just a slightly bigger, just because I want you guys to be able to see these numbers without. Okay. Good. What's next?
Subsidiary.
Subsidiary. Okay. We're gonna go find Atlas Coffee. Here. Okay. What am I gonna put here?
125 pounds regular coffee.
Yep. Bless you. Exactly what we wrote at the very top, except what's my invoice number?
320.
320. Yep, 6. What are my terms?
1% 15, net 30.
Good. So, when is my discount date?
July.
Or
July 4th. Good. When is my due date?
July 19.
July 19th. Okay. What else? Gotta place. What's my invoice number? Alright, invoice amount.
366.25.
So therefore, we made no payment. So we owe another $366.25. And down below, we owe a grand total of $728.75. Not doing so good here. Owing so much money now. Okay. What's next?
delivery coffee from Atlas Coffee Importing.
Hold on. What else do we need to do?
Inventory.
We have to update our inventory.
Inventory na.
Yes, because we have inventory. So again, regular coffee. $6.19.
It's still showing 18.
It's
Yeah,
still the 18?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 18 June.
Okay. All right. I guess I gotta fix all of those. Okay, so the 18th of June, how many pounds did I buy?
125.
125. And at what purchase out? At what cost?
Dollar
136.
36.
$1.36. Okay. So what is my total purchase price here? Ooh,
170.
136. 170. So we do have freight coming along, so we're just gonna leave it here. All right. So again, June 18. What is my? I purchased. Well, how many pounds did I purchase?
125.
At what?
Dollar 57 a pound.
What's the total purchase price?
196.25.
196.25. Good. So now what? What else do we have to do? There's one more thing that we have to do. One more thing we have to do. We received inventory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a list we should check off that we received the inventory?
Purchase orders.
There you go. So definitely, again, if you're writing out all of these purchase orders, you should keep track of them, because what if your inventory items never come out and you're short on your coffee, right? So definitely, you want to make sure that if you sent one, a purchase order out, you need to also receive one. Okay. 320. All right. Let me fix my journal here. So this is on the 18. So what is next?
Then we got freight line delivery.
We got a freight line delivery. Okay. What happened here though? What did they deliver to us?
They delivered
The coffee.
coffee.
Copy.
They delivered the coffee. So remember, if you're using perpetual inventory, where, and this is a shipment of the perpetual inventory, where do we put everything?
In inventory too, so it'd be same regular coffee, supreme coffee accounts.
Yes. Okay. So we have the regular coffee and supreme coffee. However, how did we pay for this?
COD.
COD. So what does that mean?
Cash on delivery.
So what account do we need to use?
Checking.
Yes. We have to write a check. Okay. Okay. So what do you want to do first?
Regular copy.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Nilo? Anybody else? What do you guys want to do first? Anybody?
So we gotta go to the check register and write a check.
Okay. Perfect. So we could go first. We could just go ahead and write the check, right? For what amount?
64.50.
All right. To who?
Freight line.
Freight line. Okay. So we got our check number 1518. So what should my description be?
Delivery.
Delivery copy.
What else should I put in there?
Check number.
Check number
Invoice number.
and invoice number. Okay. So how much am I going to split it to the regular coffee and how much am I going to split it to the Supreme coffee? In this case, if it's based on weight,
Same 32.25.
In half.
we're going to divide this in half because we have an equal 125 pounds of regular coffee and 125 pounds of the Supreme coffee. If you just split it in half, because they're both in equal weight, then you're going to divide this in half as well. So we got 32.25 on both sides. And once again, your journal should match at 64.50. So what's next?
Update inventory. Rate.
Okay. What do you want to do first? Ledger? I mean, inventory or the ledger?
Legend.
Okay. Let's do the ledger first. So once again, here we are at regular coffee. Okay. What are you going to put here?
Purchase 125 pounds.
We already purchased it. What is this one going to be?
Freight line costs. Freight costs.
Yep. Alright. And how much was it for?
32.25.
Okay, so what is going to be my new ending balance? $382.25. Good. Okay. I'm going to go down to Supreme Coffee. We're going to put the same thing. For how much?
32.25.
So what is going to be my ending balance in my Supreme Coffee? 428.30. Alright. Lastly, we wrote a check. Alright. How much was the check for?
64.50.
Alright, so bringing my bank balance to be
61136.
61136. All right, good. Everybody matches. So what comes next?
Inventory.
Inventory. You want to do inventory first? Okay. We can do inventory first. So we're going to go to regular coffee. Okay. Now we can add the freight of the 32.25. And what's your total cost here? $202.25. Now, what kind of costing method am I using?
Moving average.
Moving average. So, what's my total quantity?
237.50.
What? Okay, 237.50. And what is my total cost here? $382.25. All right. What is going to be my average cost per item?
161.
161. But if you extend that, it is not just only 161. It's actually even further. So again, once again, we're going to keep this long number in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cell reference it. And this is now where we're going to start using the equal round. So for this case, I'm telling you, don't round now. Round at the end. Okay? So I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to block it out. Okay. So here, what about Supreme Coffee? We're going to add our $32.25. What's my total cost here?
220.
Good. And in this case, what kind of costing method am I using? FIFO. So therefore, what is my cost per item going to be?
$183.
183. But I believe this is 18825. 28. Oh, 28. All right. So there you go. And we're going to transfer that information over. Oh, not this one. We're going to put it right here. So we have a second batch, right? That costs $1.20, $1.80, $1.828. I can't read that. I don't know how to read that. But I'm gonna extend it out so you know that this is a long number. And again, once again, in this case, this formula is going to be in the total cost because we're going to always be updating the quantity. All right, so now that we have this, what's next? Or, well, first off, subsidiary. Where can we find that our numbers match? Where can we find that our numbers match? Like, how do we know when by entering this in, this is correct?
compare it to the ledger.
Compare it to the ledger. So in this case, Supreme Coffee is 428 because I just added it on the side. 428.30. Okay, where my regular coffee is now. Okay, regular coffee. Where my regular coffee should be 382.25. And where do we see those numbers? If it matches your ledger, so I'm going to scroll down to my regular coffee. Here, Supreme Coffee is 428.30, which is correct, and my regular coffee is 382.25. So that means I did my inventory worksheet correct. So now that we confirm that's correct, what is next? What is next? What should you do next? We're technically not completely done with this transaction.
Maybe I don't know. I guess we have to put delivery in the vendors.
Yes, we do have them in our vendors. Yes, so we got to go to the subsidiary ledger. Because what if we want to ship back the coffee, right? So if we want to ship back the coffee, we need to go through the same vendor. So here, we're gonna look up freight line. So there's this one right here, okay? The 18, right? They delivered coffee to us, right? But this time, the check that we wrote was check number 1518, right? And the invoice number,
320.
no, that's not the invoice number. What was the invoice number?
516.
Oh, yeah, 516, sorry.
516. General Journal. 6. Okay. Once again, COD. So therefore, no date, no discount date, no due date. We didn't pay for it in advance. And how much was the bill for?
64.50.
Good. And did we pay for it? Yes, we did. So for any reason that we have the check number as proof that we paid them off. So if they go to us and say, oh, we delivered it to your store. No, you didn't. I have proof. I never received the items. Your company never came to my location, whatever it is, right? In case you're looking for your coffee and you don't see it, and you know that freight line is the only person that has been delivering to you, because they're from the same location as the actual coffee. Okay, so good. Now we can go ahead and do our next transaction. Okay, so what happened here?
We got a purchase order from All Things Ceramic.
Okay. So what do we do here?
Purchase order.
Good. Record it to the purchase orders. So, gonna scroll to find my purchase orders. Right? Make sure those purchase orders match. So we're looking at 308. So what am I gonna put here?
All things ceramic.
All things ceramics. For what? How many cups am I buying?
80. mugs.
Oh, okay. If you want to be specific, okay. Let me write that in there. 80 mugs. 80 mugs. Okay. And how much is it going to cost me in grand total?
196.
186.80.
196.80. All right. What do we do with this purchase order? What do we do with these purchase orders?
So we're going to receive invoice, we're gonna receive that, and that's it.
Okay, good. All right, so we can move on to the next transaction. So, what happened here?
Looks like a sales order from corner bookstore.
Okay, all right. So let's look at the details. When are we expected to deliver this?
June 20th.
June 20th, okay? So here's all the details, right? And so in what total are we selling? So $127.75, right? Because they're going to be considered a wholesaler to us. We got terms that they have to pay 50% down and it's due in 5 days. So let's take a look at this. And what are we going to do with this? This is a sales order.
They're down with subsidiary.
Okay, subsidiary. Under what section?
I think the last one we did was under commissions expense.
Yes, because we also have to keep track of Albert's, right? What if Albert lied to us and said he did all these sales? I don't know. Just potential. So in this case, we're also keeping track of his commissions as well and making sure that he deserves his 10%. So in this case, um, I'm going to make sure that he places the order in. So this is to the corner bookstore. And he is quoted for $127.75. All right. We haven't delivered it yet, so there's no date, there's no invoice number, and he didn't complete his task, so he doesn't receive the 10% yet. However, in this case, we're making sure that he gets the money. Okay? So, what is next? Since we complete is there a transaction? It won't happen until the 20th when we actually delivered the products. Okay? So, what has happened next?
Create a purchase order.
We created another purchase order. All right? Okay, I have no idea who that is. So, we created another purchase order. So, what are we gonna put? What are we gonna put here? Same day, the 18th. Who did we purchase this from?
Atlanta.
Atlas
Good.
Coffee.
Good. For what? What do we buy from them?
Regular.
Good. And what are we quoted for?
370.
370. All right. Anything else that we need to do to this purchase order?
Nope.
Okay. Good. So then now we finally reach our grand opening sale. So what happened here?
Sold some coffee.
We sold some coffee. Okay, so let's double check if we, I'm going to double check if we have enough space in the journal. Okay, so we okay, let me decide what I want to do. So okay, so we don't have enough space in this journal. Okay, every time we run into this situation where we want to enter in a transaction, but we don't have enough space in our journal. So one thing that's another rule of accounting is you generally want to try to keep your transactions together. So then, there's no possible, entries where you can squeeze in other stuff in there. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a line between here because in this case, this is a lot of space for you to enter in any transaction. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw a line. So to prevent anybody from entering in any information here. Okay, so I'm going to go to shapes. All right, I'm going to get a line and I'm going to go it through from the empty space all the way down to the bottom. Go back all the way to the bottom corner little square there, or whatever you want to call there. So once you've done that, I also want to it doesn't give me the option to format it. Shape style. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it a really thick line so you can see that there is no possible way to enter in something like this. Okay, so again, there it is. There's my line. I'm not going to allow anybody to go in there. Now again, there are many ways that you can go about this. You can lock up your sheets or protect them so that no one can actually go ahead and enter any data in there. So yes, you can lock up the Excel file worksheet. So if you give this to somebody or whatever, they can't enter anything in here. You can also print it out and it'll show that this whole section is blocked out. So in this case, I am done with my general journal number 6 because I don't have enough space to enter in my transaction. So now I am on page 7. Okay. Start right under the 2020. So here we did a sales. What do we need to journalize here?
Checking.
Good, because we have cash sales, right?
Sales discount.
We have checking, sales discount. What else?
Sales medium coffee.
Sales medium coffee. So this is all going to be the same as up here, except one thing is different. So I'm going to copy from up here. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it down here because you guys are reading it a little too quick right here. So we got sales medium regular coffee. We got sales large regular coffee, we got medium supreme coffee, and we have large supreme coffee. What else do we have here?
Sales tax.
Let's take a look again. What else did we sell?
Oh, mugs.
Coffee.
Coffee mug.
Okay, so what is the specific account?
Sales tax payable.
Not yet, not yet. We're missing one item on there.
Ceramic coffee mugs.
Ceramic coffee mugs. Okay.
12050.
12050. Good. 120.
50.
That's an inventory item. We're looking at sales.
Oh, sales, sorry.
So what is the actual sales here? What's the account number here?
40150.
Yes, 4150. Okay, so general journal here, right? This time we're going to be typing in sales ceramic coffee mugs because that's what we sold in the store. And this time it is for 150. And then now you could go ahead and enter in your sales tax so that they're all kind of, you know, it makes sense if you just place them in order and list out everything that you've list out everything that you've sold first, and then anything that is a liability like your sales tax. That way it kind of keeps your ideas organized, because once again we're also going to post this to the ledger. So sales tax should be 27,000. So for each one, all right, how much cash am I supposed to be receiving? Anybody? How much cash am I supposed to receive?
807.27.
807.27. Okay. How much was my discount for?
186.40.
186.44. How much of my regular coffee did I sell of the medium size?
161.19.
Large size?
236.21.
All right. What about my medium supreme coffee?
206.67.
And then my large supreme coffee?
286.80.
And then lastly, my coffee mugs. How many did I sell? Or how much?
41.
Yeah.
41.94.
41.94. And how much was tax charged?
61.52.
61.52. All right. So again, general rule of thumb is you should always check to make sure your debits match on each side. So I got 993.71 on my debit side, 993.71 on my credit side. So good. Okay, my journals match. Once again, my description, what do you want to put here?
Grand opening, 20% discount.
Okay. Good. So what's next?
Deposit.
And then
Deposits? You wanted to, yes, good. Deposits. So how much money did we were supposed to receive?
807.27.
The date is the 18th. We're going to deposit it right away. So that means you're going to be depositing the 807.27. Good. So what comes next?
General ledger.
General ledger. All right. Where do you want to start? Checking first? So finally, we're receiving the money, right? What can I put here? I just realized I typed this in wrong. It should be in-store sales. Okay, so in-store sales. General journal, 7. And we're debiting our account by
Invoice 727.
So what is my new ending balance in my checking account?
$14,1863.
1863. Good. Right. What's next? Where do I go next? Sales discount, which is our revenue. So we go to sales discount. Should be towards the bottom of the page. Sales discount. All right. June 18. Grand opening 20% discount. All right, what was my total discount amount? 186. Do you say 44? So then what is going to be my new balance in my sales discount?
$358.71.
358.71. Good. Okay. Then we got to go down the line of all the stuff that we purchased or we sold. So starting from the medium regular coffee, all right? How many cups did we sell?
81.
We sold 81. Good. 81 cups. All right, general journal number 7 for the grand total amount of what is it, 161? Oh, hold on. 161.19. Okay. Um, $318.40. Is that what you said, Nilo?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. What about the the large regular coffee? How many cups did we sell?
79.
79 cups. So, General Journal number 7. So, how much did I sell it for?
$236.21.
236.21. So what is my ending balance here?
445.
445.51. Good. So now we're down here. How many cups of my medium supreme coffee did I sell?
83.
83 cups. Okay, General Journal number 7, which cost me
206.67.
206.67, bringing my total ending balance to be
408.36.
408.36. Good. All right. Here we have our supreme coffee, the large supreme coffee. How many cups did we sell?
82.
22?
82.
82. 82 cups. General Journal 7 for the total amount of
286.18.
286.18. So 286.18. So what's my total ending balance?
579.54.
579. Did you say 54?
Yeah.
286.18.
579.34.
I got 34. Because the previous balance is 16 cents plus 18 cents. Should definitely be 34
Oh, yeah.
cents.
34.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, we have a sales ceramic coffee mugs. So in this case, we have to go all the way back up to the top because our ceramic coffee mugs are part of the wholesaling section as well. So here we are, sales ceramic coffee mugs, and the date. How many coffee mugs did we sell?
6.
6. You could put sold 6, or you can actually put the 6. 6 mugs. Alright, General Journal number 7. And for what amount was it for?
41.94.
$41.94. Because this is our first one, that's the balance on that one. Okay. So what's next? We got to go to our sales tax payable. Sales tax payable. General Journal number 7. Alright. So, how much was my total sales tax?
61.52.
61.52. So, what is the total ending balance here? 118.37. All right, so we updated our journal, we updated our ledger. What is next?
Inventory worksheet.
Okay, so inventory worksheet. All right, so he says that we have to go to the inventory worksheet, right? We already deposited the money in the bank. So here is what we got to do. We sold, or we used, a total of 13.5 pounds of the regular coffee, and we used 14 pounds of the supreme coffee. So let's go to our inventory worksheet and let's calculate this. So here we are at regular coffee. How are we going to calculate the cost here? We used 13.5 pounds. At what cost am I going to use?
Uh, 1.609.7.
Yes. Okay, so again, so this is where the equal round formula is going to come into play. All right, equal round, because this is where I want you to round the number, because I don't want you to say you sold, 26th of a penny. That's not realistic. So make sure that you do the equal round. So what is my total cost of goods sold here?
2173.
2173. All right. Let's go ahead and update my inventory right now. Right? So here, if I started with 237.5 and I used 13.5, how much should I have left?
34237.
Three, what?
Sorry.
Did you add it together? We're subtracting.
224.
Should be a 224 even, all right? But here, we also have to calculate the total. So 382.25, subtract out that 2173. What should you have remaining?
340.52.
I got 360.52. So let's try that again. If I had,
Yeah, 360.
okay, and we only subtracted $21.73, it should be 360.52. And then lastly, because we have a new total cost and a new quantity, we need to recalculate our average cost per item. So what's the average cost per item here? Anybody? What is the new average cost here?
1.60946.
Okay, so see this? Because we sold $21.73 worth of inventory, it dropped by 10,000th of a penny. All right. Now, of course, at this right now, that's too minor. But let's say if we sold 10,000 items or 10,000 pounds of coffee, just hypothetically, that is one whole dollar that you either gained or lost. All right. So there you go. So this is my new inventory, and it is for $360.52. All right. So now we're going to go to the Supreme Coffee. How many pounds did we use?
14.
We used 14. Oh, what was the date on this one? 18. We used 14. All right. At what cost am I going to use? At what cost per item? are we going to use?
1.828.
1.828.
What costing method are we using?
5 days, 180.
You have to use the first batch first. So in this case, not the 1.82. That's last, right? So we're going to use the, yeah. So what is going to be my total? Good. 2520. So in this case, if I had 111 to begin with, and I just sold another 14, how much should I have left?
97.
97. So again, it recalculated for me, and I should have $174.60 left, which brings me to a grand total of 403.10 left in my inventory. So let's go ahead and, okay, we finished the inventory worksheet, so what's next?
Coffee mugs.
Coffee mugs. What do you mean by coffee mugs?
So we sell coffee mugs, right?
Okay. So you want to do the coffee mugs in the inventory worksheet. Now, when do I... Okay, so where am I able to put this? Where am I going to calculate my cost of goods sold?
That is periodic.
It's periodic, yes. So when do we actually do the cost of goods sold?
At the end.
At the very end. In this case, at the end of the month. So in this case, we don't need to deal with our coffee mugs just yet. All we are looking for is just keeping track of all the purchases that we make. Right? So what should be next? Journal?
Yeah, we have to write it in the journals. We have to journalize it. It's store use.
Okay, good. How do we do that?
Cost of goods sold.
Cost of goods sold. Good. All right. So the 18th, we're going to recognize the cost of goods sold. So just like from the previous one, right? Cost of goods sold regular coffee. I'm going to go. I'm just going to go copy it. Cost of goods sold regular coffee and cost of goods sold supreme coffee. And we're taking it right out from our inventory. So that means we're going to be subtracting it out of our regular coffee and our supreme coffee. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this down here. Save me some time. And how much was my cost of goods sold for my regular coffee?
2173.
$21.73. And then what about my supreme coffee?
2520.
Okay. So $21.73 is what I sold, or in this case used. And my supreme coffee was 25.20. Okay. And that's exactly what we're going to take away from our inventory. Okay. So now that we posted it to the to the journal, what's next?
Update the ledger.
We gotta now place it into the ledger. So ledger. Okay. We're gonna do Well, what do you want to journalize first? Or, sorry, post to the ledger. What do you want to post first?
Trade the coffee.
You want to do the inventory first? Okay. So we're going to go down to regular coffee. Okay. Here we are, regular coffee. What are we going to put here?
Used 13 pounds, 13.50 pounds regular coffee.
Good. 13.5 lbs. Okay. General journal number 7. For what amount?
2173.
So what should be my ending balance in my regular coffee?
$360.52.
360.52. And does that match our inventory worksheet?
Yes.
Yes, it does. 360.52. Okay. So now we're going to go to our Supreme coffee. Right? What am I going to put here?
$40.
Used 14 pounds. Okay. General journal 7. And it was for.
2520.
So what is my new ending balance here? 403.10. And does that match our inventory worksheet? Yes, it does. I calculated on the side right here. I just added up the totals here and I get 43.10. So what you could do here is you could add it technically at the very bottom. You could total it at there, but I don't like scrolling down too much. So as long as I can see it somewhere next to my entries, then I can know 403.10 is correct. Okay. All right, what else do we have to do? We're technically not finished here. What else do we need to do?
Update cost of goods sold.
Update the cost of goods sold. So here we are, cost of goods sold. Regular coffee. Once again, 18. And we used 13.5 pounds. Okay, general journal number 7. Alright. For how much?
2173.
Alright, so what is my total cost of goods sold right now?
4173.
41.73. Good. Last but not least, we have the cost of goods sold for the Supreme coffee. Same thing from above. We sold 14. We used 14 pounds. General journal number 7. And how much did we
2520.
use? Okay, 25.20, bringing my cost of goods sold to be
5040.
$50.40. Okay. Now we are completely done with our transaction. Okay. So here we are. We finished this one, which was the end of the day. We made our deposits. We're good to go. So now we are here on the 19th. So what happened here?
We did the delivery to Katie's corner, Katie's coffee corner.
Alan delivered this to Katie's Coffee Corner. So let's look at this. What was the invoice number?
Invoice number 101.
Good. And let's take a look. So there's the date. The terms are 50% COD and it's due in 5 days. Katie's Coffee Corner. This is what she ordered. Okay. So her subtotal is $189.05 plus a delivery charge. And then we got an invoice amount of $219.05, which she paid half. Okay, so down below we have a check. And then the total amount that she owes us is going to be $109.52. So this is going to be interesting. So what are we going to do here?
Update invoice.
Okay, we could do the update the invoice. Where at?
Maybe in the commission expenses there, yeah. That's subsidiary lesson.
Okay, so we delivered to Katie's Coffee Corner. It's now invoice 101. All right. So you have a couple choices. You want to calculate Alan's commissions now, or you want to do it later? Now meaning like right now, or later meaning at the end of this transaction, because you still have to come back and do it anyway.
The end of the transaction.
All right, then we'll do it at the end of the transaction. So what's next? What happened here? When you deliver coffee, what happened here?
Sales.
Say that again?
Sales.
Sale.
It's a sale. All right. Okay. It's a sale. Okay. So what did we receive out of this? Like, how do you record?
But checking.
So they again, we're gonna record a what?
Checking.
We're gonna do checking. Okay, so checking, because we received a check because it was a 50% COD, mean cash on delivery. So therefore, she decided to give us half of it now. Okay, so checking. Good. How much did she give us?
109.53.
109.53. We have a check number right down below. Okay. What else?
Doesn't look like there's any sales tax that they charge, so no sales tax payable.
No sales tax payable.
Delivery.
Delivery what?
Change.
Delivery charge.
Well, yes, we have a delivery charge. But before we do that, what else? What is the main transaction here?
Maybe sales.
We're going to credit sales, okay? Now, are we going to just credit sales medium coffee, regular coffee, large regular coffee? How are we going to conduct this? Let's take a look at a chart of accounts. What do I have?
Regular copy.
Just sales regular coffee, right? Because we're selling it by the pound, right? So I got sales regular coffee, sales supreme coffee. Okay, so 4,050. Okay, so here we are. Sales regular coffee. And we got sales Supreme Coffee. What else did we sell?
Mugs.
Yes, we sold the coffee mugs. Ceramic coffee mugs. Okay. What else is there?
Delivery charge.
Debit. You want to debit the charge? Or sorry, delivery charge? Okay. Now let's go. Let's use our chart of accounts. Is there an account for a delivery?
Delivery income.
Deliver. Perfect. Delivery income for 48,000. So, good. We charge our customers a delivery fee. So delivery income. All right. Number, what was it? 48,000. Okay. So right here, the regular sales for the regular coffee should have been 450. The sales for Supreme Coffees for 100, and then this ceramic coffee mug should be for 150. Okay. So what else is here, right? You can enter in all the information, and maybe that will help you figure out what this extra thing is. All right. So if we received $109.52 and
Receivable.
accounts receivable, because did she pay us in full?
No, but the other 109.
No, she still owes us 109.52. And second of all, who's Katie?
Customer.
She's a customer. Good job. So again, accounts receivable. And what account number is that?
11000.
11000. 11,000. All right. So how much was that she owes us? 109.52. Okay. So let's go ahead and calculate our total sales. So how much was this total sales for the regular coffee?
$49.35.
49.35.
3990.
39.90. And
9980.
99.80. And what was the delivery charge?
30.
$30. So let's double confirm if our debits match our credits. Okay, so I got 219.05 on one side, 219.05 on the other. All right, so we're good to go. Okay, now we also have enough information to go ahead and fill in the description. Okay, so what do you want to place here? What did this transaction entitle or do? What did we do here?
Sale to Katie's Coffee Corner.
Okay,
101.
good. Okay, sold to Katie's Coffee Corner. Invoice number 101. What's also significant about this transaction? Terms. What are they? 50% COD, net 5. Okay. And what else?
Check number 2 paper?
Ooh, yes. Good. Check. We just proved that we received a check from her. Check number 412. Good. Okay. Now we completed our general journal here. So what should we do next? Record it to the general ledger. Okay. All right. So here we are, general ledger. Where are we gonna go first? We're gonna go to checking. Okay. Okay. So checking first. $19. Right. So what do you want to put? What do you want to put here?
Receipt check number 412.
Good. Received. Well, I'm going to put payment. So PMT. Check number 412. Okay. And for what amount did I receive? 109.53. All right. So what is now my ending balance in my checking account?
1528.16.
1528.16. Dan? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. 1528.16. Okay. And then if we scroll a couple tables below, we immediately see accounts receivable. So I'm going to put the date here. Now, what do you want to place here?
Invoice number?
You can put the invoice number because that will tell you pretty much everything, right? Invoice number 101. Okay? If you want to put the customer's name, go for it, you know? But the thing is, like, if you just put the invoice number, you'd be able to find the rest of the information just fine. Right? You pull up the invoice number, you're going to know immediately it's Katie. Right? General journal number 7. And how much does she owe us? 109.52. So therefore, we have a debit balance of 109.52. Okay? What's next?
Revenue accounts.
Revenues. Okay, so now that we recognize that we sold by the pound, here we are at the very, very top because of the account number is 450. So sales, regular coffee, again, this is 618, or sorry, 619. How many pounds of regular coffee did I sell?
50.
15.
15 pounds. Okay, yeah, 15 lbs. Okay. General journal number 7. All right, and how much did that cost me?
49.35.
49.35. So therefore, I should have 49.35 credit balance. Okay. What about my Supreme coffee? How many pounds of that did I sell?
10.
10 pounds. General journal number 7 once again. Sorry, I just turned off my cap locks. There you go. And how much was it for? $39.90. So therefore, should have a credit balance of $39.90. Okay. We also sold coffee mugs, right? How many did we sell?
20.
We sold 20 of them. And how much did that cost me? Or how much did I sell? 99.80. $99.80. 18.80.
80.
Okay. So therefore, what is my ending balance in my coffee mugs that I sold? 141.74. I'm gonna format this real quick. Okay. Good. 141.74. What else do I have that I have to update as well? Delivery income. So scroll all the way down to the bottom. It should be second to last, right? We got interest income and then delivery income. All right. So here, 119. Right? What do you want to place here? Invoice numbers usually are good because once again, you can pull up the information. Okay. General journal number 7. Credit for how much? 30. Therefore, we have a balance of 30. Okay. Now, what is next?
Now, commission expense.
Commission expense, okay. Commissions expense. So we want to calculate what 10% of the commissions are, right? So here, I would use the equal round formula once again, just because you're dealing with 5 numbers when 10%, you don't, yeah. So what is 10% of the 219? $21.91. So therefore, that is going to be equal to the total amount of commissions that Albert has earned. Okay. What's next? We are in the subsidiary ledger. What are we going to do here?
Update customers.
We're going to update the customers. Yes, because we sent them an invoice. They still owe us money. But in case Katie decides to return something to us, we definitely need to make sure that we keep record of it. So here, we're going to go to customers. Here we are, Katie's Coffee Corner. Second customer. So here, the date is the 19th. And what kind of notes would you like to place here? Well, Okay, why is she missing notes? Okay. Okay. What kind of information do you want to place here? All right, we'll skip that for now. What was the invoice number?
101.
101. What post reference? Again, general journal number 7. Terms. What kind of terms did I give her?
Percent COD net 5.
Yes, 50% COD, net 5. So in this case, did I give her a discount? Did I give Katie?
No.
No, we didn't. However, when is the bill due? On the 24th, right? 5 days from now, right? Because we still have the net 5. Okay. Advance payment. She didn't make any advance payment. What was the total bill due for?
219.05.
219.05. And did she make a 50% payment?
Yes.
Yes, she did. She paid 109.53. Okay, so now we can go ahead and update the notes because at least you could say we received a check from her, check number 412. Okay? So in this case, in my little box here for accounts receivable, it's going to be generally the same exact formula, except, in context, it's a little different. It's going to be your sales amount minus any advanced payments, minus any sales returns, minus any discounts, and lastly, minus any payments. So in this case, if I press enter, she still owes us 109.52, which is correct. That's under the accounts receivable. That's exactly what she owes. And there should be a formula down here saying, in grand total, Katie owes me 109.52. Okay? All right. Last thing left to do for this transaction.
Deposit the check.
Okay, good. But today we're not going to deposit just yet, right? I didn't put a notification to deposit it now. What we're going to do is we're going to at least record that we received it, right? Okay? At least we know we received it. What was it? 109.53. But we're going to deposit everything at the end of the day. Okay? All right, so here I'm going to stop here and let's go ahead and call it a break. So any questions on what I just did? Okay, there's one more thing we have to do because we sold stuff. So let's say, again, we're going to take a break right now. It is exactly 10:10, so be back in 20 minutes, so 10:30. And we'll finish off the rest of the day.